Attention all personnel, information only.
This is an exercise. I repeat, this is an exercise. We have an inbound aircraft emergency to runway 5 left. A Boeing 737 with full hydraulic failure. No further information is available at this time. Units responding, take your radio traffic to S1T5. Timeout 10:02.
The aircraft has broken up. We have large fire on one part of the aircraft. We have several bodies on the outside of the other aircraft.
There has been a crash on the postal ramp. All the airport fire apparatus converged to the scene.
We have permission to follow the aircraft on the runway. The runway will be ours.
What you're seeing right now is those units are rolling out to their staging locations.
The fire department's role in the exercise will be the initial response. After the tower calls us, we'll respond like we normally do. We stand by on the runway when we know they're coming in, and we spread our equipment out down the runway.
Responding units, take your aircraft set up for the fire. 995, 990, 994, respond to the aircraft.
Essentially, this aircraft has broken up. It looks like they have the fire controlled over at the fire trainer. 3 ARF trucks over there and a couple structural trucks. At least 2, if not 3, on the aircraft piece over here by the victims protecting them. Those people are in the most danger at that point. We need to get them out of that situation.
We make this as serious as we can and as realistic as we can. We take it very seriously, so we have a plan that dictates how we respond and manage resources in the event we have an emergency here on the airport.
K9, K9 is establishing command on the aircraft run. I need you to start a second alarm for full hydraulic failure.
Understand, we'll start a second alarm, full hydraulic failure.
The incident commander's determined, due to the nature of the emergency, the full hydraulic failure, that he wants to pull a second alarm, which is going to bring more mutual aid partners in, get them on the road, and he's assigned them to go to staging area 3. We have several staging areas around the airport. Those mutual aid companies go there, and then there's instructions and a staging officer there to give them further instruction to get into the airport. Police will meet at that location as well, and they'll start bringing the mutual aid partners onto the airfield.
State police, city police, Marion County Sheriff, already in our emergency plan have assigned intersections. They know where to dispatch their units to. Their units will respond to those key intersections and locations on the interstate, secure that, and help us out directing traffic into the airport.
Ideally, what we would be doing is we would be splitting our crews, have to go in the aircraft to take care of any situations in there, get those people off, start corralling them off, and then have to treat the patients on the ground.
What's your name? Can you hear me? Hello?
All right, be back in just a second.
The first arriving firefighters, mutual aid apparatus come, and they're going to actually be going through and doing triage. With a mass casualty drill like this, or mass casualty incident, there's several levels: red, green, yellow, black. Red is going to be most critical, yellow is going to be the second, green is going to be your walking wounded, and then black is going to be expired or deceased. Now, the airport emergency response team is a group of volunteers that might be mechanics or, they work in other parts of the airport, trained by the fire department, and they respond with our mass casualty trailer, which you'll see. These mass casualty trailers, they've got backboards, they've got everything in there that you might need to triage a mass casualty incident. They can also assist with lifting, moving people as need be. They've even got carts that they can move people on. A great resource and tool for us. It's going to be very taxing for firefighters to come in with their full fire gear and do this back and forth, dragging people out. So you might need 2 or 3 people to carry per person, and it's just going to tax the manpower very quickly. There's going to be a lot of chaos here, obviously. You never know what you're going to have. In this situation, it looks like people are fairly in one area. You could have people running around in different areas, and it's very hard to control them. People that are able to move, the people that are able to walk, we're going to get them on the buses and get them back to Family Assistance Center or staging location. That way they can be kept in one group. And then the ambulances are going to start coming in. They're going to start immediately transporting the people that need to be shipped out. You might even have a triage officer, one person that's dedicated just to ensuring that this job gets done, because this is an important job. Communication is going to be key on getting the people to the appropriate channels at the right times because there is so much going on at the same time.
The incident at the scene is being radioed in. That rep is live on the scene in the AOC, and he is able to communicate direct time with us and his other partners.
Yes, page has been sent out.
We found usually communications are something that will either make or break the incident. And we have to understand while we're doing our drill, the airport is open and operational. So we're making sure, yes, that we meet the objectives of our drill, but yet we understand the airport is open and we maintain the safety and security of the airport while we are doing our drill.
Alarm. MCI level 3.
Battalion 9, who's the commander of this incident, has determined he needs a level 3 mass casualty, third alarm, which is essentially going to bring the world. I mean, it's going to bring everybody and their brother out here. 3 to 4 counties if we need to get that many ambulances in here. So there's a lot of things behind the scenes that we're not seeing that's going on right now at this time.
It takes a coordinated effort from a lot of other resources, not just within the IAA, but agencies outside the IAA, the mutual aid responders that we would rely on heavily to come out and support an operation of this magnitude. And in my opinion, the Red Cross provides that additional conduit to ensure that folks aren't left behind.
Lifeline will be contacting you on HMA 4.
Our partners from Lifeline Helicopter may be used to fly physicians to the scene. There's going to be so much traffic and things like that. It's easier to fly the physicians, surgeons, things like that to the scene. Then they'll be brought in and escorted by police or airport operations.
Copy. All patients removed from the area to have been triaged.
Triage has been completed at this point, is what the incident commander is indicating.
The FAA mandates that we have a triennial drill every 3 years. Our last drill was in 2016, so that puts us on schedule for a live drill this year.
Although this compressed exercise will only take a few hours today, in reality, in a real situation, we could expect to spend days here.
Fortunately, events like this are low frequency events. So anything that's low frequency but has a high risk, it's important for you to periodically walk through them. This particular emergency response is going to test every phase of our operations, from our boots on the ground, the men and women that are out here providing the initial response to those emergencies, to the other support functions that you don't see on the scene. We need to exercise those things that you don't do very often. So when it's time for you to do it when it's not an emergency, so when the emergency arises, that muscle memory kicks in and you're able to execute as though you didn't have the added burden of stress of the emergency itself.